Looks like this is gonna be Crippers first up. Versus Danger. Danger going in for a big pour, trying to get some shadow bolts up and running. There goes the Void of Rage. Crippers knows it exists. He's expecting it, but Danger could actually just choose not to use it. So that's gonna be a little bit of that mind game between the two. And that's going to be that Voodoo Rot Trick it down onto Crippers, as Danger does need more dots to roll and more pets up and running onto Crippers. Does use the Succubus, you see, canceling that Trinket. Shield of Vengeance up and running with a Mortal Coils, Demonic Tyrant Charge Sailor through the Shield of Vengeance of Crippers with a Felguard as well. Double Crucible. Crippers might take a lot of damage out here. He's actually kind of low on health as the pets are still chasing after him. If any of those pets had an interrupt, that would have been perfect, man. Would have been perfect, but no cigar. But no cigar, boys. Scooper's gonna get himself a few heals back to back. On Team Red, we got us a Team Janezar with Mary, Shaykhan, and Elune. Oh, hey. We got Ath on Team Blue. We got Deja first up here against Crippers with my Ancient Watch's Arcane. Actually impressing me. His impressive finesse. And Varix, I think, a sub. And Xavius. I'm gonna call it Xavius. Honestly, look at his mog. I think he's a Frost Mage, but I doubt he is. No Aura Elemental. I'm not disappointed, but I was hopeful. Shadow Bolt's coming out for Daedra, getting a Mortal Coil onto Crippers. He does need to get a lot more. I feel like Daedra needs to try a lot harder to get his pets up and running, because he's playing the Shadow build rather than normal build. So it takes him a lot more globals, and he has to spend soul shards into the Boskard Bombers, which does good damage, but it's not quite pets. So it's a little bit rougher for him, man. The Scoopers used the Mally at him. I think he watched the last duel. He saw Paladin with the Mally. He's like, pretty good in duels. Danger does get quite a lot of pets onto Crippers. That should be quite a bit. He does want those pets to stay on top of Crippers. Does get interrupted on Shadow. The pets are coming in. Head to go down should be available for Danger if he can get them out. And there's going to be that Tyrant coming out. His Crippers got himself wings up and running. Danger does not have wall. He needs to make sure Crippers is out in the open with the Tyrant. Actually hits him with a Mortal Coil. Crippers does pop a bubble. This way Danger needs some kind of a healing. Needs some sort of CC going on to Crippers. Does have the gateway. Crippers thrown in. Oh, the last hammer did him in. Oh my goodness. I thought that hammer wouldn't do enough, but that did him in. Oh man, that was an interesting one. That was a hammer right in the gut. And then the way Danger fell down, it looked like he legit got hit in the gut. That was such a good animation. And such a good hammer throw, dude. That was so good. Gonna be Varix swapping into Assassination. There's no more sub business. Crippers does have a bop for it immediately. I guess Crippers decided, you know what? With the last duel against the Warlock, I did not use my defenses, immunities at all. Until it was way too late. So I might as well use them as early and get aggressive. Which I like. Evasion available for Varix. Crippers does play blind, which is interesting. Not gonna have the stuns. I don't think I saw him use blind against Daedra at all. Unless I missed it. Just try to use the blind to wait out the evasion from the rogue. Big dress by the rogue. Try to see if he can turn it around. Varix recovered quite a bit of health, but that's gonna be Crippers with some cooldowns. Does he have a trinket for this blind? If he does, he's not using it, as it is gonna be Shield of Vengeance. If anything, Varix is just trying to wait out for that Shield of Vengeance to see once it's gone. And then, yeah, get the saps while Crippers is kind of low. Go road onto Crippers. Is that a Metal Frog? That is a Metal Frog. I never noticed those Metal Frogs in Arena. Crippers super low in health, and that's going to be done for the count. Took a look at the frog for a second, Crippers. And you melted. Jeez, that's how fast this rogue bursted, man. I literally took a look at a frog for a second, and then I took a look at Crippers, and his health was gone. His health just left. His health was like, all right, I'm out. Looks like it is going to be a loon. Wait, maybe? I think it is going to be a loon. He was trying to go a bit of an honor. Wait, oh, is it going to be him? Maybe he's just messing. I don't know what's going on. I think they're still trying to figure out who's supposed to be going next or last or whatever. It looks like it is going to be Mary. They were like, whoa. Mary had the role. Mary won that role. From one Paladin to another, Varix, can you handle it? Gonna be a road onto Mary with some dots up and running with a kidney shot right after, with a dress to follow. Has all the damage rolling. Is that gonna be a Vendetta? Did he have to use the other Vendetta on Crippers? He might have. Hodge onto Varix. Mary dropping down a massive banner. Big damage coming into Varix. Ooh, oh my goodness. Slapped him out of this reality. Are you kidding me? Big damage out of Xavier's breath onto Miriam. Trying to land a Ring of Frost while Combustion's still ready. Great Pyro. Oh, Shield of Vengeance is probably going to pop. Oh, he does get an interrupt though. Looks like someone broke that freeze. And that's going to be Hand of Freedom. No, not even Hand of Freedom. Xavier's just breaking his own roots and freezes. There's going to be another set of wings for Mary, but there's going to be Ice Block. Just giving him the cold shoulders like, huh, too cool for you, man. Too cool for school. Breath onto Marius is just trying to get himself a small heal. And there goes the G-Pie coming back in. Xavier's, did you... Yeah, I was thinking, didn't you already use Ring of Frost? Not going to be able to really maximize a good Ring of Frost after this. Because Mary trying to see if he can catch up to Xavius. Needs just for a couple more globals to have him done in. That's going to be Cauterize coming out very soon here. Breath onto Mary. Xavius, does he have the heals needed? Does he have survivability? He came back to Mary, but I don't know if that was a good idea, dude. He just tossed in another hammer. Dude, all these boys are just getting hammered out here, dude. What's going on? Mage, Yowashi is going to be up next by the looks of it. Unless it's Atho? Maybe the same one best for last is Atho. Gonna be the powerhouse cannon. Looks like Yowashi is gonna be next. I think against a Ret, a mage, a special arcane, probably has the easiest time, doesn't he? Wouldn't they say? In most cases, it is the easiest. Ice block for Mage Yowashi. Whoa, he took a Temper's Verdict to the face though. But I guess majority of the wings damage is not gonna be a take. I don't really know if he needed to ice block us. Maybe he had a thing for beyond attacking him or something. And that's gonna be some damage for him available. Try to get some slows into Mary. That's also going to be a necessity for some arcane missiles from a distance. Slow on Mary. Huge slows are up and running. Needs more damage from onto Mary though. Lots more damage. Temporal available for Yowashi. Should be able to get himself quite a lot of healing. Mary actually going to go for a self heals instead. Looks like Yowashi is trying to kite Mary around as best as possible. Not going for a lot of missiles yet. Just kind of waiting out for those. Just going for arcane barrages. Just trying to stay ahead of him. Got him in circles. Is he just waiting for some cooldowns? For clones to be down. Big damage coming out onto Mary. Mage Yowashi might be able to do something here. Continuing to blink. That's one of the advantages mages have. Is that going to be a back blink? Yeah, displacement, dude. That's going away next matchup. But with a 30... Arcane mages can spec for a 30-second time warp. 30-second CD on time warp. So you have 10-second displacement and it will give you a blink back too if you used one. So it'll be quite a lot of mobility. With not less... I'd say it's less control, but more effectiveness in some cases. But just not as much as like egregious amount of blinks and mobility. Is Yowashi playing, that's a good question actually. Is Yowashi playing Shimmer? I think he is, right? I doubt he's playing the normal blink. Try to see if you can get some food. Mary might just need to mount up and take him out there, dude. Mage Yowashi has not got for any missiles this time. It's like he's waiting for some kind of cooldown. Got himself invis with a Nova onto Mary. Polymorph to follow. But does he have the damage he needs? Because so far he hasn't gone for missiles at all. He's mostly just going for barrages. There must be a reason. Haja to Mage Yowashi, no way out of it. Does Mary have the big cooldowns here? He does have some damage, but no big CDs. Mage Yowashi trying to see if he uses Crucible Flame to heal himself back up. He has the mobility. He's running circles around Mary. He's just not really doing the damage that he wants to. And someone say he's looking for some kind of a proc maybe. Knock up into Mary, just trying to keep him slowed. Mary just needs a couple more hammers to throw at Yowashi and you'll have him here. Just needs to stay in combat and close enough to throw hammers, but looks like Mary is just trying to disengage completely. Still has quite a lot of defenses. Shield of Vengeance available to set up onto Yowashi. Hand of Freedom available too. Cannot be spell stolen. I think Yowashi got himself full for arcane charges. Is that what that is? Because he has a like time warp effect around him. I think that is arcane charges. Is it either evocation or arcane power? Evocation, arcane power, arcane charges, which is different in Shadowlands. It's arcane power for 8 seconds. It's evocation for 1 second, or time warp for 6 seconds, I think. At least I think. Mage Yowashi is still trying to see if he can get some food from time to time. He's trying to do something, man. He's doing something. He's not going as aggressive with missiles as he did last time. This time he's actually being very, very careful and cautious. Maybe he's trying to make the game last to a dampening. Whatever he's trying to do just did not work out this time. And Athaman, last one left on Team Blue. The champion we all need for Team Blue. Give me your energy, boys. Because he has to go versus Mary, Chakon, Elune, and Janezar. That's quite a lot of big boys in here, man. And Mary, I think, is going to give him around for the money. He has Shield of Vengeance coming back. Mary might not have wings available in the opener, but Shield of Vengeance bubble in terms of defensives, the chess game is on. Because Mary's just trying to get himself as much range and as much time spent away from Atho, but the two pals got to re-engage. There's going to be wings available for Mary, I think real wings too. I don't think it's 6 minute wings either. Haja to Atho, he does have a human racial rolling for it, no adaptation this time. Zath used to play a lot of adaptation. I guess he's just adapting away from it. Maybe? I don't really know. He's like the one guy that plays adaptation regularly and actually makes it work really well. At least I always thought he did. But it's going to be Mary without wings. Atha might have something set up. Just try to get some resources rolling into Mary. Wings are up and running after Hodge does bubble it. That's a pretty big cooldown used right here. And Mary looks like he's playing this more defensively. Just still trying to maintain his health. But that's a bubble. That's a big cooldown. He is making this game last into further dampening. Maybe he's like, you know what? I'm going to try to do what I can against Atha. But if anything, I will prolong it into dampening to make sure my team at least gets the win here in this 5v5 1v1. Because in a way it is duel, but it's also kind of like team games in a way. Sorta. Kinda. Lightly. Hodge onto Atho does not have a way out of it. Mary gets some wings up and running. Should be huge damage to Atho. Turning around. Gladiator's Breach coming back for Atho. Ooh, Gladiator's Breach. I haven't seen him play that in a bit. A Paladin with Vanish, boys. If you thought Paladins were pretty busted before, but a Paladin with a Vanish. What is it? How do you feel about that? I remember when Atho started using it, dude. Bubble Bop and now it Vanish. It's like, what is this? Actually unbeatable. But I think most people know how to play around stuff like that nowadays. Looks like Mary is at least getting health advantage. Hodge by Atho does have a trigger for it. Atho popping on wings of his own. Let's get a bubble for Atho. Mary has no answer for this. Does get a slow. Mary popping on a bop. I think Atho still might be able to get quite a bit of damage into Mary. The bop is going to last a little longer. Atho, do you have the health to stand through this? Do you have the health to last against this barrage of damage? Still has a bop of his own. Still has shield of vengeance if needed. Mary's getting lower and lower on health. And it looks like it might be lights out for Mary very, very soon. If Atho does get a rebuke on him, it looks like the execution hammer. Actually, the Tempest Verdict, though, he needed. And down he goes. Janes are going to be up next versus Atho. No bubble. Bop available, but Janes as an item can... Oh, I guess he's not blood off, right? So at least he can purge it on Belfit to see if he can remove it. So maybe that bop might be able to last if you can overlay a bunch of buffs on top of each other. It's going to be imprisoned onto Atho with a bit of a blade dance for Janezar. Janezar trinketed something. I'm not even sure what. That's going to be trinket down. Atho is getting lower and lower health. Bob might need to come out here. That's not a lot of health left. He needs to get himself whatever. Oh, down he goes. I guess the Gushers maybe really did him in. And Mary coming in with 3 kills, though. There we go, man. There we go, Mary. He wanted to really make it a duel against Atho's stick. That early bubble, I think, is what really screwed him up, though. Because then he was behind, I think, from the start. That's a rough one.